Hello. What is this? What is this? I'm going to be doing an impression of Lionel Richie. I think I mentioned it. I'm doing a Lionel Richie parody. Why? Simply because I've always been kind of uncomfortable with the song I'm Easy. To examine the lyrics of Lionel Richie. You know, it's the Commodores, right? The Commodores' I'm Easy. The Commodores, Lionel Richie, it's all the same to me, it doesn't matter. But it's Lionel Richie where he's writing all these kind of mean songs about his ex-girlfriend, and then he realizes that, the song I'm Easy's a hit. Well, he's already broken up with that girlfriend. He wrote a song about her, so now he needs a new girlfriend to break up with, to write a new song about. And then we have Sail On, Honey, which I'm going to do a version of that song, but it's going to be F off, honey, because that's what he's saying. It's not sail on, sugar, it's F off out of my life. So that's the premise of the Lionel Richie parody I'm doing. And by the way, I really can't grow, I will never be able to grow a big Civil War Bill Thompson beard. This is really about as far as it gets. I think I'm lucky in that. So maybe I am damn vain. So I'm going to show you a little extra narcissism. So I've been going through these videos and I'm just really doing this to say hello. Thanks for watching. Yeah, the new YouTube is coming. Yeah, so this is me from 2020. I worked at a facility called Bubblehead. I have a video of the complete interior of Bubblehead. It was in Burbank, California. Bubblehead would be, even locals to Los Angeles probably aren't familiar with Bubblehead. But if you're in the Burbank area, you remember that big black two-story building? Yeah, with the big red X on the side. So any locals around Burbank. And of course I signed an NDA, like I care. No, they still owe me almost 2 weeks' pay from when there was a attempted hostile takeover of Bubblehead. Yeah, nobody knows about that. So I have so much video of the interior of Bubblehead. Another day at the office. And the story of Bubblehead is ridiculous. But the owner, good guy, he had some vintage drum kits. So one day when no one was around, I got on one of the drum sets. So 40 minutes the previous day, again, hadn't played drums in 3 years. And then the next day I set the camera up and I got this. It's these fucking toms, man. I did this so you know my voice is in real time. Is this Whole Lot of Love? Yep. That is me, Rusty. Wasn't too bad. I was waiting for that big John Bonham fill to come through. There you have it. The secret's out. Anyway, this video wasn't even supposed to happen. That means I'm not going to go back and add another shiny filter as the first part. I don't even know why I do that. It always comes out a little too glossy. And I also knew back in 2020 when I started playing drums for the first time really in almost 3 years, I knew the 17-year-old that is me, that kid would crawl to the surface. And it definitely did during those 2 hours of drumming. Yeah, the 17-year-old is in there because that 17-year-old is conditioned by endless hours of playing drums. But the 17-year-old, that's the fire. And I could get on the drums, right now. And I would be a little creaky, the same as I was in 2020. I realized that, your limitations. But I would just be waiting for that 17-year-old. And sure enough, at my age, I should never say I'm waiting for that 17-year-old. Anyway, thanks for watching. I haven't giggled in about 3 weeks. I just felt that in my belly. And speaking of, I'm going to throw a frozen pizza in the oven. And I don't know what to tell you about the new channel. I mean, I've been secretive about it. I'm eventually going to help people. That's the goal. Yeah, do all the funny stuff, do all the Idaho, and I'm eventually going to be very sneaky, but I may help some of you. And that is what I'm planning. Who am I? I'm just as good as any other idiot, professional, psychiatrist, psychologist on YouTube. I mean it, because I've seen these people. You may have a little problem. It's personal. You can't really tell anyone. You're gonna run down to YouTube and maybe there's a psychologist that you don't know them, but they don't know you, and they end up lecturing you, or they end up being angry. You notice all these people. I don't hate everyone, just really everyone I come in contact with. I forgot what else I was gonna tell you. I'm currently editing I'm editing the part of Idaho from December 30, 2022, when I first discover Koberger's arrest. And I say, I don't think it's the guy. Talk about blowing your own mind, Wow, I said this? Yeah, I did. What I need now is, I'm sure I'm looking it up on YouTube right now. I gotta eat. I mean, I looked at the last video. I'm thin as a rail, I'm wondering why my refrigerator is more full than ever. Because I'm supposed to be moving. I told you about that. And I can't really work, even the small jobs I do just to survive at this point. I can't because I could be moving any day. Just like, well, we just have to work out some physical details. They have to fix the door in the bedroom or whatever. So I'm really kind of stuck, but I can't work. So that means no money coming in. So that means I guess I finally have time to complete the new YouTube channel and the Idaho video, and that's what we're doing. So thanks for sticking around. And yeah, there's the Lionel Richie, so many other insane things. I don't need any new content. I don't. But that's just what I do. I wake up in the morning, the lyrics to I'm Easy, those are kind of shit. And then here we go. Take care. I gotta eat something before I forget again. And we talk soon, baby.